So good morning, Padwar. Morning. Morning all. Right, back on the big pond. I couldn't actually tell you where I am. I've boated into this little alcove here on the hunt for fish. It's the first southerly wind we've had for as long as I can remember, 5 or 6 weeks. So I thought they're bound to move on it. I've come into this little plot here and I've seen, it's not even really a swim, it's just a little gap. I've seen 4 fish already, just topping out right close in. I've made a little hole in the reeds down there, got my rods in. All looking good. Apart from the actual swim, I don't know if I could set up in this, it's just all bramble and, well, there's not really any ground down there, it's hideous. But I've got the baits where I want them. I'm thinking of, there is a swim further up here, actually a bit of a path here, and sort of a bit of a swim. The only problem is it don't go in the right direction. I want to fish around there, so there's a little flat bit here and a couple of dead trees. So if I take that one tree there out and this little bit of scrub down here, just clear up the ground here a bit, I might just put my rods out there like that. At least then I've got a bit of deck to sleep on. It's great. Digging swims out with your bare hands, oiking around 140 acres. I love it. I absolutely love it. Right, anyway, I've got to put them on and crack on. Everything's getting a bit damp. I need a cup of tea and I'm starving. But I'm on fish. Right, unless I get a bite in the next shortly, I'll see you from a bit more comfort later. Ta-da! Well, seeing as I'm in this position, I think you can probably guess that the comfort didn't happen, but the bite did. Look at him. 26 pound, dark scaly lure. That tail, what a corker. Lovely. I like you a lot. Oh yeah. He's a beauty. Oh. Loving him. That's the other side, right? Oh, even better. Oh yes, result. All before tea. Right, cut stills and then get him back. Well, I did finally manage to make myself a little bit of comfort, but it's not that comfortable. Took me about 2 hours with this old rake. There we are. Because this stuff on the floor is just a nightmare. It's just absolutely interwoven years worth of bramble. I managed to dig myself a little hole. Got set up right where I had the fish, and haven't seen a single fin since then. It's now about 5:30 in the morning, day after. Literally haven't seen a thing. You walk around the pit, I found I saw 4 shows, had a fish first cast. You just think you're in for a few, didn't you? Well, I did. Got myself dug in, fully expected another one, and they're gone. I might wake up to a couple of shows this morning, but I've seen nothing. There's plenty of lake they could go to. And go through one of those gaps in the islands out there and away into a rather large section of lake. They can go up my near side channel here, who her missus. Disappear up there. Over the back of this bit of the lake. And behind me there's even more, so now you've got plenty of room. One place they ain't is here. Little buggers, eh? Brand new spot. And it was a nice spot as well. When I had a chuck about afterwards, where they were showing was right on a feature. Covered in eel grass, half a dozen feet shallower than all around it. Perfect little spot. But they're going. And they Padwar. Where have they gone? Where are they? Where's them carp? Where's that squirrel? Get him. I can't believe he's still falling for that. Where is him, that squirrel? Get him. One day he's going to surprise me. One day he's going to trot back with a squirrel in his gob. Well, actually he's not. He'd have a job to kill a jelly tot, let alone a squirrel. Anyway, I have a mission today to find fish. There's another bit of lake out there. Well, quite a lot of lake out there really. I think that may be where I have a look today. Won't be the same group of fish, I wouldn't imagine, but a different group of fish would be good. Right down there in that corner. I baited it up yesterday afternoon because it's like a sort of east and west lake, if you like, all joined up. So the same wind that's been blowing into my bit is blowing into that bit down there. So any fish in that section should, in theory, be visiting that corner. It's supposed to be hot today as well, in the 20s. I know they do like it down there when it's warm. There's a load of snags down there in one corner, and they see quite a few in there last week. All looking good though. Anyway, enough of that waffle. I'll see you later. Ta-ra. Well, before we could even get the moving done, just thinking about having a little bit of breakfast before I packed it all up. And I had another bite. A touch. Hey, a little one, little stocky, but well, they've all been stockies to be honest. It's still pretty fish. When they look like that there. It's a beauty, isn't he? It used to be £17 or something. Nice little fella. Isn't ya? Oh. Lovely job. Well, on the back of that, second fish. Decided before I do anything, eggs, bacon and sausage. Celebratory breakfast. Oh bugger, I broke the egg. Bad angling, Laney. Have an extra one now. yeah, get myself a nice big breakfast, and then have a wander about and see what's what. It's actually forecast quite a decent day today. It's going to be in the 20s. We've not had an awful lot of warm, so it'll be a good opportunity to have a wander about, see where they go in the warmer weather. We have a boat about all the shallow areas, see what's what, learn a bit more. Get very long in between the planes to actually do videoing. Suddenly start shouting at you, you know why. Well, it should come as no surprise to know that I've moved again. And not only have I moved again, I've moved again. I started off where I had those fish from was in the sort of West Lake, so I moved into the equivalent windy area of the East Lake, which isn't what you're looking at now. And I sat there and I looked out and it looked so good on the wind, but it was just the wind. I hadn't seen any fish. There's a big area of snags where they should have been and they weren't. And I got the bivvy up and I sat and looked and looked and thought, do you know what? So I packed it away again, put it on the boat and came through into this sort of central channel section. And as I was boating through, I was on my route to somewhere else. I saw a couple of like yellow patches, like sort of gravelly patches, and I see a brown patch and I thought, the only brown patches I know is cloud. But before I could I did throttle off, but before I could steer out of the area, I went straight over the top of it, and sure enough, it was a big muddy cloud, and two fish came out of it. They didn't like the look of the boat very much, I must admit. So they shot off in two different directions, but they were proper feeding. It's only about 3 or 4 foot deep. They were troughing. So I made a quick detour, found the closest swim, which is this one. Plopped a couple of baits out there. That's all looking good. I've no idea if they're going to come back, but it is a bit of a channel area. Fish can come in from there. They can come in from up here. That's an island at the back. They can come in from over here, so it's sort of like a meeting place in the middle. It comes in from everywhere comes through here. So even if them two have buggered off, there might be some more traffic along soon. We're all crammed in, nice and comfy. It's all looking good. So hopefully I'll have another fish before I go. It's now about, I haven't got a clue what it is about. It's about the afternoon, and I've got till about lunchtime tomorrow. So about 20 hours left. Catch another one. But first I think I'm going to have a barbecue. Because I can. Look at that lot. You got to agree that looks lush. 2 chicken and red pepper kebabs, pork chop, and a mystery parcel. It's not really a mystery, it's Padwar's dinner. I've left his spare can of grub in the motor, and that's miles away, so he's having chicken breast. Lucky boy. bit of posh salt, Himalayan pink salt. If you haven't tried it, you have to try it. It is the best tasting stuff ever. How one salt can be so much better than another, I do not know. It really is. You want some milk without freezing on the cross. Lunch. Another couple of minutes, we'll be scoffing. The barbecue was fantastic. Did you blink? You must have done, because you missed it. I rammed it down. Now look at this. Padwar got a chicken breast. He's over there ready. I can hear him round the corner. Dead. Certainly is, Padwar, my little furry friend. Fresh chicken, well, freshish chicken, as fresh as mine was. Ruined, you are. Spoilt rotten. Chappy, that's what most dogs get. Chappy or chum mixers. Some other disgusting rubbish. But you've got fresh chicken. Look at it. Yum. Yum yum. Wait, one biscuit. One pink biscuit. Hey. There's a starving dog in Africa. I'll give his right paw for that. There you go. Job done. Well, I reckon we had a little bit of rainfall last night, didn't you? Look at the water level in that boat. That is just unbelievable. How can that much water fall in one night? It's crazy. It looks absolutely prime out there today. All nice and fresh and clean. It's still drizzling. I had a liner in the night, but no action. Haven't seen any show, but I'm not sort of expecting to in this bit. It's not like the open water, although it's a big bit of water, but it is really basically a channel. I think they're more sneaky through here. I'd like to be out there where that goose is and have a little look down, see what's going on. If anything, there might be absolutely nothing. Very possibly they've all moved on. Might be a sunny spot. Don't know. All learning, all new. It certainly looks nice anyway. I've only got 5-6 hours left. I'm just going to leave them where they are. They forecast a load more rain as well for later today. Really, that's the one thing we're missing. We haven't had hardly any rain this year. Maybe this will wake things up a little bit. Who knows? I've certainly got a bit of bailing out to do later. don't know where Padwar's gone. He was in bed just now. He spent all day yesterday. Oh, exactly there. He even curled up and went to sleep right there. What's so special about that spot then, mate? If you're waiting for other dogs to come past and visit, you've got a long wait. Long wait. What? One of the other many pieces of water, all co-joined. Yeah, getting wet now. Right, see you in a bit. Out there on yonder island is a heronry where the herons live. In fact, if you're eagle-eyed, you can spot one right at the top of that tree there. There's loads of them in them trees. Christ, can they make a noise. Oh, I see another one on the end tree there. They almost make as much noise as the planes. In fact, the more you look up there, I have to start shouting now because I've got a jumbo jet right over my head. The more you look, the more you see. Will you shut up? I'm trying to film down here. Just because you're off to Mallorca. It would be lovely here if it weren't for them bloody things. They start about 6 in the morning, I think, the first plane, and they were still flying when I went to sleep last night. Certain wind directions are better than others. Oh, here comes, what's that? That's a cormy, isn't it? Bloody old cormorant. Shut up. So anything wrong with this long lens of mine? It's a real old one, and the focusing motor on it is so, well, you know it's so loud because you can hear it. Oh, there's Mr. Heron up there now. Just coming into the land. Well, you can hear them from here all chattering at each other. Anyway, that's the herons. Heron Island. Struggling for light today. There we go. Struggling with carp as well. Right, and I spooked them two I saw yesterday, and that was the end of it. And they went, and I've been fishing on nothing ever since. Right, another plane's coming. I'll speak to you a lot later. Ta-da. Looks like mummy swans hatched their eggs. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little nightmares. Oh, you're supposed to say, "Ah, bless them," aren't you? But I won't be blessing them when they're going in and out with lines when they get a little bit bigger. But it has opened up one little spot I've been looking at on the end of a little tiny island, and that's where she has been nesting. But now they're out and about, it leaves me free to fish there. Just got to clean up 2.5 tonne of swan poo and feathers. I'll be having a go. It's still very quiet on the fishing front. I've had a couple of liners in the last half an hour, so there is something about out there. Realistically, I could have done with another sunny day today, just because when I did find them here feeding, it was in the sun, so it's one of them sort of warm, shallow spots. But also a couple of liners is encouraging, at least something's moving through. Oh, here comes a bit more rain. Right, I want to get round there, get my waders on and start bailing that boat out, I think. That was a good hour's work there. Dry everything out. Have a slow pack up time this. Up past 8. Realistically, 2 hours. Okay, right, that's me. If you don't hear from me again, that's because I've blanked. Well, I'm blanked, I've had a couple of fish, but that's because I haven't caught one from here. And I've got to keep this camera dry. Once this bivvy goes down, it's all got to be packed away, waterproofed up, sheeted up in the boat. They've forecast an absolute deluge for about 10ish. 15 mil of rain at 10 o'clock. That's a lot of rain. So for now, goodbye from me. And goodbye from him. Say bye bye, Padwar.